Science proves traveling to the past is a death wish. Forget everything the movies taught you about time travel. If a time machine appeared in front of you right now, and you used it to go back, you probably wouldn't survive to tell the tale. In the next few minutes, we'll explore 3 huge science-based obstacles. They turn a trip to the past into a likely one-way ticket, and I'm going to show you why. The idea of time travel is, without a doubt, one of humanity's greatest fantasies. Who hasn't dreamed of fixing a past mistake, witnessing a historical event, or just seeing what the world was like before we were here? Science fiction shows us this adventure as something exciting, and in the end, with a safe return trip home. But while Hollywood sells us an adventure, physics and biology are raising huge red flags. The reality of time travel, especially to the past, seems brutally different than what we imagine. Science has a few theories about this, and none of them are encouraging. So today, let's forget the DeLoreans and magic portals to look at the real challenges. Get ready, because we're about to dismantle your time travel dream, one scientific fact at a time. The first and most immediate problem with your trip to the past isn't about paradoxes. It's much more basic. Your cosmic address. You probably picture a time machine like an elevator. You press the button for the Cretaceous period, the doors open, and you're in the same spot, just millions of years earlier. The truth is, you wouldn't be anywhere near the same spot. Think about it. Right now, you aren't standing still. The Earth is spinning on its axis at over 1,000 miles per hour. But that's just the beginning. Our planet is also orbiting the Sun at a speed of about 67,000 miles per hour. That's right. Every hour we travel that entire distance. But wait, there's more. Our entire solar system isn't just sitting still in the universe. It's orbiting the center of the Milky Way at an insane speed of over 500,000 miles per hour. And the Milky Way itself is also on the move, speeding through the universe at roughly 1.4 million miles per hour. Add it all up, and we are hurtling through space at a mind-boggling pace on a super complex path. So, what would happen if you used your machine to go back, say, just one single year? Let's do some quick math. Just considering Earth's orbit around the Sun, in 1 year, our planet travels over 600 million miles. If your time machine took you 1 year into the past, but left you in the same point in space, you wouldn't appear in an older version of your city. You would materialize in the vacuum, in the absolute freezing void of space. Your death would be instant and horrifying. Explosive decompression would cause the air in your lungs to expand violently. The liquids in your body would begin to boil. You would freeze almost instantly. End of trip. Before you could even worry about the grandfather paradox, the universe would have already taken you out for a simple cosmic zip code error. Okay, let's imagine your time machine is incredibly sophisticated. It not only travels in time, but it also calculates Earth's exact position and drops you off safely. Problem solved, right? Wrong. Now you face a second deadly challenge, the biological one. You arrive, for example, in the 18th century. You take a deep breath of old Parisian air, and in that one simple act, you may have just signed your own death warrant. Your 21st century immune system is great against today's germs, but it's completely naive when it comes to older versions of viruses and bacteria. A flu from that era, smallpox, or even a common bacteria we no longer have natural defenses against, could take you down in days. You'd die from an illness that was just a cold to the locals, but to your body, it's an alien plague. History is full of examples, like when Europeans brought diseases to the Americas that decimated populations with no immunity. On your trip to the past, you would be the vulnerable one. But the danger cuts both ways. Your body is a zoo of microbes. You carry trillions of them. Many, like certain strains of E. coli or the common cold virus, are harmless to us today. But to a population from the past, with no antibodies to handle these futuristic versions, you would be a walking bioweapon. You wouldn't arrive as a tourist, you'd arrive as patient zero. A single sneeze could start a pandemic that would make the Black Plague look small. You could change history not by meeting a famous person, but simply by having the sniffles. And what if the people of that time realized the plague started with the stranger who appeared out of nowhere? Your historical adventure would end not with pictures, but with you being hunted down like a demon. Whether as the victim or the carrier, biology puts you in a nearly impossible situation. Let's be even more optimistic. Your time machine is perfect, and you travel in a full hazmat suit. Now you can enjoy the trip, right? This is where you hit the final wall, perhaps the strangest of all, the laws of causality. You face the paradoxes. The most famous is the grandfather paradox. The logic is simple. You go back in time and accidentally prevent your grandfather from meeting your grandmother. As a result, one of your parents is never born. And if they aren't born, neither are you. But if you were never born, how did you go back in time to stop them from meeting? It's a contradiction that breaks the logic of the universe. Theoretical physics hates paradoxes, and scientists have proposed a few solutions. The problem is, none of them are very good for you, the traveler. One solution is Novikov's self-consistency principle. This theory basically says the universe wouldn't let you create a paradox. If you tried to shoot your grandfather, the gun would jam, you'd slip on a banana peel, a pigeon would deflect the bullet. The universe would find a way to ensure the past happens exactly as it did. This means you would have no free will in the past. You'd be a puppet of history, unable to change a single thing. Your trip would be useless. The other solution is perhaps even crazier, the many worlds hypothesis. This theory suggests that by going back and changing the past, you don't change your own timeline. Instead, you create a new reality, a parallel universe. In this new universe, your grandfather is gone and you will never be born. For the universe, the paradox is solved. But for you, you've jumped to an alternate reality and are now stuck there. You could never return to your home, your family, your life. To everyone you ever knew, you simply vanished. You would have erased yourself from your own reality to become an exile in another. Whatever the universe's solution is, the outcome for the traveler is bleak. So, in the end, the journey to the past, this fantasy we love, turns out to be far more complex and dangerous when seen through the lens of science. Whether you're floating dead in the vacuum, taken down by an ancient disease, or erased by the rules of causality, the challenges are immense. Fiction gave us the hope that we can fix the past, but science gives us a warning. The past is a foreign country, and we might not be welcome there. In the end, the best time machine we have is still our memory and our history books. But hey, if going to the past is this messy, what about traveling to the future? Einstein's theory of relativity says that's theoretically possible. But what would be the dangers of jumping ahead to tomorrow? Would you arrive in a technological paradise or a world in ruins? Leave your theory down in the comments. And if you enjoy having your ideas challenged by science, you know what to do. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next investigation.